I got to bring up our audio. Do it again.
LSU!
See?
LSU!
We were pantomiming for a second there because I forgot to bring up the audio. I mean, it's been a long morning.
It has.
I forgot to bring up the audio.
I mean, how many minutes have you slept? I'm not even going to ask
Oh,
hours.
no, it was,
minutes.
I'm close to about, I think I got about 2 hours, 2.5 maybe, in spurts last night into the morning. Woke up, I woke up obviously, I mean, a lot of folks came into work a little bit early, just starting to get, and so, all for a fantastic cause. It is the lead story of the day.
Did y'all wake up? Well, for those of you who don't work our hours, you may have stayed up late for this for the entire game, but I fell asleep when it was 5-6 LSU, and I was like, you know what? I feel good about it. I'm going to go to sleep. But wow!
I know, right?
How great is it to start a Tuesday like this?
It was so much fun. Well, I'll say so much fun. It was, the heart rate was going.
Oh, gosh.
The stomach was churning.
Oh, yeah.
So, Gavin Dugas kind of gets it started, right, with that 2-run home run in the first. Bats get kind of quiet. All of a sudden, it's like a 4-run lead.
Yeah.
Dugas goes again, home run in the 4th inning. And then you have Drew Bianco giving him a home run in the 6th inning to give him a lead. But back comes Oregon. Crazy 8th inning for the LSU Tigers. They score 3 runs, including 1 on a balk. Are you kidding? And Landon Marceau's in as a relief pitcher going 2 1/3. Gives up a run there in the 9th inning. But then that what looked to be a deeper fly ball that ended up being to right field to end it. I mean, it was one of those hands on knees kind of oh gosh. Off to the Supers.
It was what a win. Waiting on the side nightstand.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much. I mean,
I tell you, it was a game that you wanted to watch going into the Super Regional. And how good does it feel to say that we are going to the Supers? Bing. We are going to the Supers.
LSU's site right now.
Look
their 15th Super Regional appearance. Exactly. You were talking about this morning. All smiles, all hugs, and Paul Maneri's retirement shoved to the side for at least another week.
I get chills thinking about it because when you talk about an entire career devoted around one sport, multiple teams,
Hall of Famer.
You announce your retirement before the chaos that is the NCAA baseball regionals, right? And then you make it this far. And LSU baseball tweeted out a photo of him and his wife and his family, and they're all grinning from ear to ear, and it just makes you so happy for them, you know?
It's just
what a ride,
so much work, so much work. And so now they move on to the Supers, and at least one more weekend in the sun.
Can I say hell yeah?
Hell yeah! Welcome to the web. You damn right you can say hell yeah. So it is all about what is to come, and actually LSU fans and Tiger fans, no strangers to what is to come. Super Regional in a pretty familiar spot, taking on Tennessee.
6 p.m. this Saturday, and that's 6 p.m. Central Time. So if you see the NCAA tweet something out, they're going in Easter Time. It is 6 p.m. Saturday, our time, and this is what Steve was talking about. There was a potential that they would have played on Friday.
Could have.
Friday's weather was not looking so hot in Knoxville. So this is in our favor.
And look, for LSU fans, you know dang well you don't want to deal with Tennessee in Knoxville with any kind of rain delay or rain postponement. That's exactly what happened to the Tigers back in March.
You're recapping it for us this morning.
Okay, yeah. So that game 1, they lost by 2 runs, whatever. But game 2, LSU had the lead late in Saturday night. They had the lead. Game gets postponed because of rain. They got to pick it up again Sunday. They lose in walk-off fashion to the Vols in game 2. Then game 3 is a scheduled 7-inning game. It goes extras, goes 8th inning, and Tennessee walks off that one as well. Heartbreaking sweep, but the games were close out there. So what lessons are learned? Because hopefully there were a few coming up again this Saturday. We'll see.
We hope they
part
review
2.
that playbook and see what can we do better.
It's almost done. There is, all the brackets are pretty well done. The regionals, you got one right here.
Okay.
Actually, I'll pop this up for you real quick. No, it's in commercial. It is, actually it's the Columbia Regional,
You were
South
saying
Carolina.
it got moved, Well,
this is South Carolina playing host as not the top seed. It doesn't happen often, but it did happen this time. Old Dominion is the top seed in the Columbia, South Carolina Regional, and they're actually playing Virginia right now with the 3 seed. Whoever wins this one is now moving on to the Super Regionals. Only there's 3 seeds in there right now. Everybody else is a 1 or a 2 seed coming out of their regional. LSU is obviously a 3 seed coming out of the Oregon Regional. But one more to go, and then the Supers are set. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, depending on who you are for the Tiger fans. It's Saturday, Sunday, and maybe Monday.
It's shaping up.
It is.
And it's giving us some weekend plans to cheer on our Tigers.
That's the thing. Weekend plans that maybe don't involve staying up until midnight, huh?
Yeah. Thankfully, because it's moving to the Eastern time zone, we are in luck. It is noon, 9 p.m. start times for us, and we'll take every bit of that.
All of it.
If you can't make the trip to Knoxville, you can watch it on ESPN2, which is just grand.
Exactly right.
Yes.
Exactly right. So can't wait to do all that. So That's obviously the big story.
Yes.
It is kind of that out of breath feeling that you just like, oh my gosh, did I just play ball?
And Matt remembered all this, which I think is impeccable. That's his sports background in a different light coming to play here.
I remember the nonsense.
Yes, all of the nonsense.
This is that.
All of the nonsense, the superstition. He's going to show you that game that we talked about.
Yeah, I'll show you real quick.
In commercial break for a second, but
ESPN2.
As we talk about the Supers shaping up, I mean, as we get closer to the weekend, it's interesting to see what it'll come down to.
Yep. So there you go. It's Virginia and Old Dominion in the Columbia Regional. So winner here moves on to the Supers. They're in the 5th inning. No score right there. So
weather looks good though.
It does. It actually looks really good.
Yeah.
So that's the lead story for folks around here. The other lead story as we continue to move through rain and floods and water that just won't go away. You got a number of parishes from Livingston to Ascension to EBR and Iberville with meetings over the next few days, all centered around flood.
That's it. The issue at hand, flooding and construction. So how do we stop this, or how do we put a pause to it? So this conversation of moratorium on construction, both commercial and residential, is coming up in a lot of parishes. We first saw this in Ascension Parish. The parish president there, Clint Quintenmoss, saying, look, I want to do this because a lot of people are flooding that usually don't flood. And after 2016, you want to prevent something to that degree from ever happening again. So tonight in Livingston Parish, they are having a meeting to discuss, well, what can we do to make this happen? I believe Iberville also having these discussions.
Right, and we've talked about EBR having these conversations as well. You got all these groups right now having these conversations. And okay, that's great. These conversations, they're important. But I think to most people's point as well, kind of tired and exhausted with the conversations and the game plans and the ideas, because we're very good at that. Now it takes a lot to put something together, and everybody gets that. But it seems like for a lot of folks, it's been nothing but talk. And here's an idea, and here's a game plan. Something needs to happen. People are tired of water in their living rooms.
So if you're looking for a diversion and you want to actually do something with your power, let's talk about Callie's story from this morning. So NTCC is actually offering a special series of classes where you can kind of learn to be your own unofficial contractor. That's a very layman's way to put it, very basic way to put it. But they're offering actually skills classes for you to learn how to do, okay, where do I put the electrical socket? What do I need? Basically, they're not training you to be certified in all of this. It's to do your own home. And a lot of folks, coming out of even like 16, a lot more folks ended up buying homeowners insurance. And so you have that insurance. Maybe you can go get contractor. Contractor works to get subcontractors and get everybody going. But what if you don't have that insurance? What if you're trying to save a little bit of money here and there? Are you trying to do a little bit of that work? This may be that opportunity for you to learn a few of those lessons. I would caution, obviously, be careful with some of this stuff. I mean, you yourself are not going to be mold certified, right? You can't give that mold inspection. Hello, we flooded in 2016. We found out real quick that mold certificate, that inspection, ridiculously important before you start putting walls up everywhere and finishing the project. Otherwise, when they come in and inspect, and obviously, and if there's a problem, everything comes back out until they find the problem. And if you go to resell that house, big time issue without a mold certificate. Exactly right. So these are great opportunities, but just be cautious about the work that you are doing on your own home. And just to clarify here, I don't know if we've mentioned yet that these classes are free. You just need to register for them. You have to go to their website, and it's going to be at the Burgess Avenue campus there in Livingston. So if you sign up for it, take these classes, again, just think about it, have these conversations with the family to see, is this something we want to do if maybe we can't afford all these contractors, or maybe we can handle one side of the project and hire. A lot of conversations are really important here.
So opportunities, and I wish we didn't need these opportunities, but it seems like more and more these days, weeks, months, years, we need things like this. So as you mentioned, great opportunity, great service for a lot of folks. Speaking of service, if we go back to, are we? Do we see Johnny? There he is. Look at your boy right here. Look at your boy.
We got two. He's so nice, we have to have him twice.
Well, that's almost too much. Never enough. Never enough, Johnny.
Yes.
This has been so much fun, but it's for a great cause.
Yes, so y'all have seen, we've talked about this for days now. Johnny A. camping out, trapped inside of LifeShare Blood Center on Essen, behind Ichiban. So just think about sushi blood donation, sushi blood donation.
That sounds perfect.
We're priming you for it, right?
Go get go give the pint and then go over and get some
lunch.
Sushi.
Support a small business while you're at it. All of the things all in one, just wrapped up.
I think you kind of mapped out my morning.
I think so.
I think I'm going to make a trip.
Oh!
What happened?
Wrapped up like sushi.
Wrapped up like sushi.
That? Coming
so
from Sam Morgan.
Look at that.
Yes, I love it.
Is she calling me raw fish?
I think she is.
What are you
unagi.
doing?
And
Unagi.
she's saying you have unagi.
Is freshwater eel?
Yes, it is. Or is it a state of being?
I do not smell fishy. I showered Friday. Friday?
Oh,
it's been a long
we gotta
time.
Work on
I know.
that.
I gotta, you know,
That's okay.
It's
okay.
rotation at my house. There's
Well,
5 people and a dog and a cat.
That's hard.
And we're
that's
babysitting
hard.
a hamster for a while.
Yeah. Hotel Williams,
Yeah,
staying busy, real busy.
It's interesting. I'll get behind the ears. But he's doing it today, running until 8 o'clock.
Yes.
And also tomorrow, 6 a.m. to 8 o'clock as well.
Yes.
Right? So 100 units?
Big deal. 100 units. At last check, at about 7:55, he said they had 7 people, 7 donations come in.
Right.
We need 100 donations. And this is not just some arbitrary number. We need this many donations to be on the shelves in case there were a trauma, a massive trauma. They need those units of blood on the shelves already, so we don't have to scramble and they have to try to figure out, well, where can we buy blood from? What states, who has available resources? Because nationwide, supply is low, so we might as well have that in stock when your body produces it
Exactly
naturally.
right. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Go drop off a pint. You'll be good to go. You'll be reproducing all that stuff, and
Yes.
by dinner time, you're fine.
You're kosher.
But yeah, 1 pint, 3 lives potentially. We talk about that all the time. So your impact is just, I mean, it's ripple effects. It really is.
Could be your neighbor, your kid's teacher, could be your family member, could be anybody in that situation. So a lot of people who talk to who say they are regular donors say they do it because they would want someone to do it for them.
Exactly right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly right. And so our ability to get out there and help the community, your ability to get out there and help the community, so good. Johnny Nation, locked up at
go
Life
see
Share.
Johnny. I mean that's the incentive.
That's pretty much it.
Yes.
That's pretty much it right there. So actually, he's going to be with us. He's going to be out there again tomorrow as we do all that. And actually, he is going to be right here, right where you are right now, in about
33 minutes.
There you go.
Yeah, he's got a special edition where he's actually talking to the mother. This mother lost her son to sickle cell anemia, I believe. And this is something where blood donations are vital in keeping this patient alive. But this woman lost her son. I believe she's a local woman in the Denham Springs area where they actually had a blood drive for him a couple weeks ago. And so really compelling story when you talk about the human aspect of why Johnny is out there, why he's raising awareness for blood donations, why we're trying to collect 100 units of blood. Really moving when you think about it.
We just talked about it, right? The 1 unit can save 3 lives. Well, okay, 3 lives when you just save 3 lives, and maybe that sounds arbitrary. Not arbitrary here. This is not a statistic. This is somebody's family member, a daughter, a mother, a father, a son, in this case a son, and Johnny puts a face to these numbers. They're not numbers, and we can actually help these families, future families. So this is going to be a good conversation to have as Johnny goes live still from LifeShare.
Asian Nation.
Asian Nation.
Yeah.
All
it
about
just won't quit.
Now, obviously, Jacques Talk coming up on Wednesday.
Yes.
Is he have one of the kids? Do we know? Is he one of the kids? Or is
I
this going
thought
to be
it was
baseball?
monkey, but I think it's going to be baseball.
I mean, how can it not right now?
I know.
Live from Paul Maneri's future favorite fishing hole or golf course.
Come on.
Before you get to retirement?
Yeah. Or some future unnamed stadium that will become Paul Maneri Stadium.
That's the one.
Fieldhouse. And all
field
of the
house
above.
practice facility. That's tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So looking forward to that. A lot of sport, if we're talking baseball in June, it must be a good thing because that means your college teams are pushing through the playoffs.
That's it.
And so we get to do this for a little while longer. It's going to be some fun time.
And I tell you, after a year that we've had, this is a blessing. We will take every bit of that.
All of that.
Yeah.
Why not? One more time.
Oh, look at those smiles.
Look at those smiles, huh?
Every bit of that, Matt. I can't wait.
I can't wait either.
Saturday cannot come soon enough. Not only because it's the weekend, but LSU is playing in the Super.
There you go, everybody. So, you know how it works here on WAFB Plus?
Yes.
Johnny Nation back at 10 o'clock, and then in the big studio on the big mothership at noon, right?
With Scotty and Jeff.
That's the one. All right, y'all be well out there. Put on the purple and gold and find a time to take a nap at some point.
Yeah,
some
please.
point today?
Please, everyone can get a siesta today.
Yeah,
and this
really?
is the excuse. This is the doctor's note. Just
there you go.
Send them this link.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Y'all be well.
Take care.